everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 8626 Leader Class Dinobot Swoop. And finally, I'm so happy to say that I have finally completed the Dinobots. It's always been my dream to complete all 5 of them, and it's so nice just to have them all. Now in this video we're going to be going over several things in this video, why you should get this figure, and this is probably one of the most coolest Dinobot there is. So without further ado, let's get started. Here on the front side of the packaging, we have a lovely render of Swoop in his pterodactyl form, which looks very nice. Right here we have the Dinobot inside, Dinobot Swoop, Studio Series 8626, Transformers Generation, Transformers the movie, where he's from. Spinning our attention toward the side, we get 8626 Studio Series and a lovely image of Swoop looking down toward the audience. Really nice. And right here we get 2 amazing product shots of Swoop in his rubber form, vehicle form, and even in his backdrop mode. If you take a look at the backdrop mode area, we can see Swoop is in like this sitting down position, which looks pretty cool. His little bio says, Swoop and the Dinobots drop in to destroy Devastator, which his iconic movie scene is in the Battle of Autobot City, where him and the Dinobots destroy Devastator, and I cannot wait to buy Devastator in 2 years to complete that. And right here we get another background right here, instead in black, with Swoop just mirrored, this image just mirrored, and it just looks so cool. So without further ado, let's open this bad boy up and see what awaits us inside. So there we have Swoop out of the packaging, and my goodness, this figure looks incredible. I really do like this figure. Now just taking a look at the figure for a closer look, I really do like what they did with this figure, how they made it very simple, yet they made it very big, and it's really nice. Now this figure should be a Voyager class, but I don't mind it being in the Leader class, and I think for what I got it for $42, I got it the same time as Springer. I got it on a deal, so I think that was worth the price. But overall, I feel like this figure is really great. Now just taking a look at some of the details, I really do like this whole abdomen region and the chest. The whole body has a lot of details and sculpt work going on through it. I do like how the Pteranodon head just simply sits right there, and it looks really nice, and the Autobot insignia acts as the chest Autobot insignia and acts as the dinosaur head Autobot insignia, so that is really cool. I really do like how the legs look like. We have this gold going on through the thighs that lead to the toes of Pteranodon mode, and then I really do like the outer part of the shin area. We have this red area you can see right there, and we have some more like details right here, and I do like how we do have sculpt work on the feet as well, which is really cool. I do like how the hands also, if we just take a look at a closer look, we can see that the hands are sculpted really nice, and they have individual fingers sculpted, so that's pretty cool. Now moving alongside the wings have a lot of sculpt work. I'm just going to remove the accessory, we'll go over it in a bit, but the wings have a lot of sculpt work that goes on, and I really do like it, and it just looks so nice. The back has no kibble whatsoever except for the wings, but that's because he transforms into a Pteranodon overall. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I do like from a top view, he looks very skinny, and it's very easy to distinguish that this guy is Swoop. It's really nice. Now he does come with 4 accessories, 6 even. Now the first 4 being these 2 blasters and these 2 swords. Now you have these 4 accessories, but the 6th accessory, if you want to count it as an accessory, is this gimmick that the guns do have, is taking off the missile, and you could just attach a blast effect right there if you wanted to, and you could just have it right there. But overall, yeah, he has 6 accessories: the missile piece, the gun piece, and the swords. Now I did want to go over the swords, whereas this one is mainly made for Swoop, which you could tell is smaller than most of the other swords we've seen. And then right here, this one is made for Grimlock. As we could tell, this is bigger, and this is supposed to be for Grimlock. And the guns, they just simply go right here, or you could attach them on the hands, wherever you prefer. But yeah, it's a good thing they packaged an extra sword, as Grimlock was missing a sword, and he should be having a sword. Same could be said with the other Dinobots, and that's why they made the comic accurate version of Grimlock, and they made they pack in these swords again, and so you could give these to Snarl and Slug. But overall, yeah, a pretty cool figure, and I really do like the details. And articulation wise, I feel like this figure really nails it. Now for starters, his head isn't on ball joint, so he can look up, down, tilt side to side, and do a full 360. He has hinge joints on the shoulders, so that looks pretty cool. Swivel at the arm, so you can do a full 360 bicep swivel, 90-degree bend at the knee, and full wrist rotation. So pretty cool. He has a lot of articulation on the torso, and for the waist, he does have 360 articulation, but the Pteranodon head kind of obstructs it, so you do have to move it awkwardly for him to rotate into a 90-degree angle. But overall, he has nice articulation. Now the feet, they do have ratchet joints, which I really do like, and it provides more stability for a figure, and he has ratchet joints on the legs, so you could go up, and back to that far. He does have a hinge joint at the leg, so which are incredibly tight because I barely use them. But yeah, he has hinge joints right there. He has swivel at the thigh and hinge joint at the knee. He also, which is also on the ratchet joint, which is really amazing. He also does have a ankle rocker joint, which is cool, and a toe pivot, mostly due to transformation. But overall, this figure has a lot of articulation, and I really do love it.
Now starting off the comparisons, here I bring in
the Transformers Studio Series 86 Grimlock. And 86 Grimlock to Swoop is in fact taller and everything, but this is a Dinobot that started it all, and this is a Dinobot that finished it. So yeah, we can see they've come a long way in designs and mechanics and everything, and I really do think that they did an excellent job with all 5 of the Dinobots. They've done such a great job with all of these, and there's basically no flaws with the Dinobots whatsoever, except for sometimes some of them may have tiny inaccuracies. But here we have Slug, and Slug to Swoop, similar to Grimlock. Slug is a little bit bigger, and in fact Slug may be the biggest Dinobot in the collection, but overall I think that this scale is perfect. The same could also be said with Snarl, and as well as Sludge. And Sludge and Snarl, I really do like how all 3 of these guys look together. I personally like to call these my second wave of Dinobots, even though they're all like individually released in different years. But I really do like having this as one team and the other 2 as one team. It looks really cool. And finally, here we have all 5 Dinobots complete. I'm so happy we have all of them complete, and it's just so great. We started a long way from 2020 to Grimlock, and finally in 2024, we finished it off with Swoop. I'm so glad we have this, and honestly for the next 2 to 3 years we're gonna get another little team, that being the Constructicons for the 1986 movie. So yeah, if you guys really like these, the Constructicons are gonna be amazing. For another size comparison, here I brought in the Earthrise Optimus Prime. And Optimus Prime here, I feel like the scale is accurate. However, I feel like Optimus Prime may be a little small, but that's why we have the Commander class pretty soon to replace this one, and honestly, I'm really excited for it. Here we have Badassatron, aka Bumblebee, compared to Swoop. We have Cliffjumper, Wheeljack, Jazz, Ratchet, Perceptor, Springer, aka his Wave Mate, and his Purchase Companion Mate. And finally, Hot Rod. Here we have a really huge leader class, being the Fallen. Now, the transformation for Swoop is very, very simple, so I will walk you through it. And now in this video, I won't be putting the little music or anything, so I'll walk you through it. So if you haven't done so already, get a hold of all the accessories, toss them over to the side. The first step you're going to have to do is focus here on the arms. You're going to turn your attention right here on the wrist, and then you're going to fold the arms inside right here. So do the same process right here, you're going to fold them right here. Then after that, you're going to turn your attention toward the legs, and then this is where it gets really simple and borrows multiple engineering skills from the core class Swoop. You're going to fold the feet like this and fold them inside the legs so that we get a look that looks like this, very, very silly. And then you're going to take a hold of the chest region, and then you're just going to simply separate the 2 halves like so. And there are 2, I do like that we have a lot of detail on the inside, which is not really that much noticed, but I really do like that they handled that. And the 2 little slots that hold Swoop's head are really, really cute looking. So then you're going to turn your attention toward this region, then you're going to fold the head inside right here, and then fold this right there, and that becomes the crest of the Tyrannosaurus mode. Then you're going to turn your attention toward the head, grab it from the bottom, and then move it all the way to the top right here. And then you're going to fold the 2 pieces right here, and then you're going to attach the 2 pieces like this. Then you're going to make use of this neck piece and just have it like this so that it sits right there, so you can move it around, and it looks like it's part of the body itself. So you're just going to have it like this. Then you're going to turn your attention toward the wings. You're going to unfold this region like so, and unfold this region, and my goodness, I really do love all the detail right here. It kind of blasts out because of the white screen, but I'll just put my hands. Right here we can see we have a lot of nice silver and sculptor detail as the Autobot insignias as well. Then you're going to turn your attention on the wings, and you're going to detach these regions, and then fold them like this. Then you're going to do the same process right here, fold these wings like that, so that we have them in this extended wing position. Or if you wanted to, you could have it like this. It's your personal preference. I personally like to have it like this, as the wingspan is larger. Then there are 2 little slots right here, and there are 2 little tabs right here. So you can make use of the engineering from the core class Swoop and just attach it right here. Then attach this piece right there as well. Just attach both halves right there. Then you're going to attach this piece just like it was when it was packaged in the box. This tab will go back into that slot, and vice versa. And now don't forget to add the accessories. So you're just going to make use of the missiles, just attach them on the side right here. and they are blast effect compatible. So if you want to attach blast effects, like I said earlier, you can attach them right here, and bam! There we have Swoop fully transformed into his awesome dinosaur mode, and his pterodactyl form is honestly really cool. I did notice there is some borrowed engineering from the core class Dinobot, which I'll touch base on in just a moment, but overall this transformation is very simple and it's very enjoyable, and I really do like it. Now, focusing on the dinosaur mode, I really do like that we get the automatic insignia snapping on the crest as we saw in the robot form. I do like how the head becomes the back part of the crest on the pterodactyl form, which looks very nice. I also do like how we make use of the guns as little turrets on the wings, which look really cool. And from a downward perspective, he looks really cool. It's very tight and looks very compact, and it looks really cool. The transformation is very simplistic and it's very enjoyable for kids ages and up. Now, I also did like that he does come with this feature where you can move the toes, and if you have a display stand of any kind, you could also attach it right here, and you can have the toes like this in his flying mode, or if you want him in his sitting down mode, you could just rotate them and then rotate him like this. But overall, pretty cool. And I do like how we could incorporate the swords either here or here on the legs, which is really amazing. Now, to get Swoop in his perched form, like I said earlier, just move the toes, and then you're just going to focus on this area on the neck. You're going to rotate the head down. And right here, there's Swoop perched, and then you could just fold the wings to any desire you want, and there's Swoop perched, and that's how he looks like in his perched form, which is really cool. I do like how he looks like. From this side, it looks nice because right here we have something to support the legs and stuff, so it's really nice to see how they did that, and I really do like it. I also did like that his wingspan is in fact almost a little bit bigger than Optimus Prime's arms extended, just to give you a sense of scale. This is how big Optimus Prime is compared to Swoop. Even Swoop towers over Optimus Prime. Here, we'll put him on this so you guys can see on the screen. Right here, Swoop is way bigger, so if you have this figure, extend the arms of Optimus Prime and just add like 2 more inches on each side, and that's how big Swoop's wingspan is, which is pretty large for this small leader class. Just to give you a size comparison of how Swoop is compared next to all the Dinobots, he is very large. In fact, I'm just going to bring in Sludge here for a quick moment. We can see Sludge is length is almost equivalent to Swoop's wingspan, which is very large. If you own this figure, I know a lot of people do have, so if you have this figure and you don't have Swoop, this is around how big Swoop's wingspan is. Now we can see the same thing applies to around Snarl a little bit, but Snarl is a smaller Dinobot, and we can see how tall Swoop is when flying compared to Snarl. He's smaller, obviously, but when he's perched, he is in fact larger than Snarl. The same could also be said with the Transformers Slug figure. He is also taller than him when perched, and when flying, he is smaller as well. But wingspan wise, he is larger. Now, something different could be said about the Transformers Studio Series Grimlock. Grimlock here, he's nearly equivalent to the length of Grimlock. We could barely see it right there. I'm gonna try to adjust this so that you can see it. But overall, we can see how big Swoop is to Grimlock. So they're around the same size. So yeah, Swoop is obviously the largest when it comes to wingspan, but overall the biggest Dinobot has to be Slug in his robot form. But obviously we're not focusing on that, we just focused on that earlier. But overall we can see how big this guy is to them. And I really do like how we get all of these Dinobots finally in the collection, and I'm so happy to have all of them. I also did want to show you that Swoop is blast effect compatible. So if you have a blast effect laying around, just attach it right here, and then you could attach it on Swoop, and it looks like he's raining fire on the Decepticons, which is very cool. I also wanted to go over the 2 points of articulation he has. He has 2 hinge joints right here, which allow him to have a range of motion on the wings, and another hinge joint here so you could have them up and down if you wanted to, and just have them like in this like crouched position, so that it looks like he's diving down, and it looks pretty cool. And even one little gimmick I do like is that you could detach these pieces, as these pieces are individual. If you saw my unboxing short, you can see that they are individual. You could just add a blast effect onto the 5mm port. There's a 5mm port right there. Add the little missile, and it looks like he's firing on the Decepticons, which looks very cool. So some final thoughts for the Transformers Studio Series 86 Swoop. I personally recommend this figure. This figure is really great, very simple, a really great price I got it for. I got it for $42.99. exactly the same thing as Springer because of the Transformers 1 sale that they were doing, but overall I really do like it. This figure comes with so many gimmicks, such as the missile launcher, the fire breathing, and then the toe thing. It just adds character to this figure, and it looks really nice. The articulation on this figure is very nice. The paintwork done excellent. I really do love the vibrant blue and the silver we get alongside the red. It just speaks Swoop, and I really do like how I have all 5 Dinobots finally complete in the collection. I'm just so happy just to have them all, and it looks really cool. I will be buying display stands really soon, and I'll be displaying Swoop like this, but for now this is how all the Dinobots are going to be displayed on my shelf, or I'm going to decide to put them in robot farm. But yeah, that's about it. Now that about concludes my video. Tell me what you thought of it. Now, are you going to pick up Swoop? Are you going to pass on it, or just don't even care about this figure? Now, tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Until then, I'll see you there. In the words of Optimus Prime, transform and roll out.